Hey, amazing people. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at converting units of length. Now, when we're converting units of length, it can sometimes be a little bit difficult to know what to do. So a way to help you is to use this chart here, which helps you understand what operation needs to happen. Now, for example, if we need to convert from meters into centimeters, what we do is we find out the point where we're starting. Since we're going to centimeters, we're going to this point here, and we need to then go from our starting point, which is meters, and follow the arrow, which leads us to that centimeters. So in this case, we're going to follow this arrow up top, and therefore by timesing the measurement that we have by 100, that will be converted from meters into centimeters. So for this first example here, we've got 5.41, and what we want to do is we want to convert this from centimeters into millimeters. So that means we're going to start at this position here, and we're going to go and follow this in order to convert it to the millimeters. So in doing so, what we're going to do is we're going to have 5.41, and we're told that we need to times by 10 in this case. So when we work this out, what we end up with then is we're going to end up with 54.1 millimeters, just by following the directions on the chart. In this next example now in B, we've got 3,200 meters, and we're looking to convert this into kilometers. So we need to work out where we're beginning from first, which is going to be at meters here, and we're going to kilometers. So we're going to follow this arrow here to get to kilometers. Now, as a result of that, what we're going to do is we're going to take 3,200, and in this instance, we're asked to divide by 1,000. We're going to divide by 1,000. So we would end up with 3.200. However, we don't need to put those zeros on here at the end now, and so that's just going to be 3.2 kilometers. Now, in this next example, we've got 2.1 kilometers. So we're starting at kilometers here, and we need to convert this into centimeters. So what we're finding here is if we do a skip, that's not actually getting us to where we need to go. Meters isn't enough. So we've got to do another skip in order to get to centimeters here. So there's two transitions which are taking place. So our working out for this is going to be 2.1, and we've got to follow both of these patterns here. So we're going to have 2.1 times 1,000, then we're also going to times that by 100 in order to convert it into centimeters. So now going through the process, this is going to end up giving us 210,000 in this case. All right, now in part D, we've got 510 millimeters, and we need to convert this into meters. So if we're starting at this point here, we need to follow the arrow, which is divide by 10, which gets us to centimeters, which isn't far enough. So we've got to go again before we get to meters here. Now, in this case, we're going to take 510, and we follow what's asked on the arrows. We need to divide by 10 before dividing by 100 as well. So when we work this out now, what we end up with is we end up with 0.051, and that's going to be in meters.